Friday night baseball now from the
And
Big
now,
A,
welcome,
Angel Stadium of Anaheim.
Los
Tonight, the
Angeles
first of this three-game
Angels.
weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Danny Carter gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one. Striding into the box, Richard Feliciano. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. 0-1 the count. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at
1-1-1-1.
Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Stepping up now, Emmett Crump. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Hit out towards second. Flores fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Next for Seattle, Hubert Larson, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. M's nothing. Angels coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Digging in, B.J. Moore, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Here's another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So striding in, Ryan Clemente. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's taken for strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Forrest Ashton, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. That will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail here 4-0. At the plate, Carlos Jaquez. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. Grounded to first. Valdez is right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. No balls and a strike to count. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners. Standing in, Magneuris Sierra. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already. And there are 2 gone in the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it?
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Mariners leave 1. They're down 4-0. Leading off the inning, Emmett Crump, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. 1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Reyes moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, B.J. Moore. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Clemente. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Standing in, Forrest Ashton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now into the box, Carlos Jaquez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Jaquez, 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2024.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Bailey is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Standing in now, Magneuris Sierra. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that misses 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And it's fouled away. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Richard Feliciano. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Lifted down the line in left. Reyes giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box now, Emmett Plumb, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They're down 9-0. Ready once again, Hubert Larson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, B.J. Moore, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. In there, strike one. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So it was a strikeout swinging. B.J. Moore is the second out in the seventh inning. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And now Ryan Clemente, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Soft grounder left side. Molina is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. At the plate, Forrest Ashton. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Ready for another chance? Carlos Jaquez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Carlos Jaquez.
But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Jaquez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A bouncer to the left side. To his right, Molina on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Digging in to try it again, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mariners are down on 4 pitches. Still 16-0. At the plate, Magneuris Sierra starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So digging in now, Richard Feliciano. He singled his last time up. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Now at the plate, Emmett Crump. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
first offering on its way. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
Seattle, good night.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock-solid win and a memorable performance.
16-0 the final tonight. The Halos posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Danny Carter wins his 3rd of the season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Isaiah Schultz couldn't get out of the 1st in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Angels attempt to break out the brooms in this 3-game series right after this. Danny Carter gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the top pitchers. Think about this, a career ERA under 2. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? And this guy can be an absolute nightmare to opposing hitters.
Stepping in, Erwin Holcomb. And we are ready
Leading
for
off the
some
afternoon
daytime
for
baseball.
Minnesota, the second baseman.
And here's a
Number
fastball
97.
called for strike one. These Angels, as they enter play here this
12:35.
afternoon, fellas, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer. He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Fastball in there for a called strike. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lincoln Lyons. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. 0-1 the count. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. The next twin up, Jody Conforti, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he's way off balance with the swing there. Conforti, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He was a first-round pick back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. leading off the inning, James Cobb, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ripped down the line. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. On to first, and they get them both. So base is empty now after the double play. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ron Tyner. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Angels lead it 1-0.
Welcome back. The Angels are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs.
Striding in, Erwin Holcomb. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Jim Patrick, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, William Masaraco. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Popped him up. Cabrera is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Lincoln Lyons. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Lyons.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francesco Gonzalez. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Lifted down the line in left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Done 40.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
So he racks up strikeout on the breaking ball. Jody Conforti goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box, James Hahn, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Cristobal Chavez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, Ron Tyner. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Ron Tyner goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready for another shot now. Erwin Holcomb.
Up next for Minnesota, the second baseman, Erwin Holcomb.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 1-0. So stepping in, Jim Patrick. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning. So that was a big out.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Now batting, right fielder, Lincoln Lyons.
In now, Lincoln Lyons.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Dodge is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. In now, Francesco Gonzalez. He singled his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hey.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The Halos leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep the team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Francesco Gonzalez goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
The first baseman, Jody.
Softly hit to short.
Gun 40.
On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Next will be the designated hitter, James Cobb.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up.
Right, top of the 9th. Here we go.
Shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0.
Keep me in, coach. Keep me in. Oh, that's all I needed. 2 more runs.
Striding in to start the 9th, Cristobal Chavez. And they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base.
Ooh, that's not what I wanted.
I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Stepping in now, Ron Tyner, as with 1 away,
it is
can't
good
make
to be
contact
back
on
in
the first
LA.
pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so
I'm
far in
finally
this one.
getting used to American League again.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Let me just
Get it ready, big boy.
Watch.
This guy's throwing 3 digits
Boom.
right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Erwin Holcomb. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
And there's number 8.
He got him, and the Angels finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history. 3-0
the final score in this one today. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Danny Carter with his 4th win this season and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Anthony Yamaguchi has settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Colorado, here we come.